everyone, this is Shannon with PassionatePennyPincher.com, and y'all, I am here and I'm out of my comfort zone. I'm going to tell y'all, for all of y'all who have been following Passionate Penny Pincher long, y'all know that I do not like crafts. I am not a crafty person. Give me a store, give me some deals, and I will find you that. But when it comes to crafts, I am just totally out of my comfort zone. So today, since it's day 2, I looked and Lori was like, you have to do day 2. Okay. So day 2 is making an envelope, which y'all, if you are hopping on, please comment. Are you a crafty person or are you not a crafty person? And how many of y'all have joined the Money March? Because y'all, I'm excited about this. This is exciting for me because I feel like finances is something I'm definitely passionate about, because if you can get your finances under control, there's like nothing you can't do. There's giving. There's so many things that you can do with whenever you get out of debt, and whenever you're able to help others, and whenever you're able to just bless others, and even your kids and your spouse and everything. So this is going to be fun. Kathy, you say you're not crafty. Hey, Tamara. Y'all, I'm not crafty at all. So here is the thing. Here's what I came up with. I was thinking about this. Y'all couldn't sleep that well because I kept on thinking about this. And y'all, if you look in your thing, so we're supposed to make an envelope today. So here's what I'm going to tell y'all. If you have kiddos, this is what you need to do. You need to have your kiddos make this, because they're going to get in this Money March too, right? That's the one thing I say. This is a family affair. This is not just you. This is your whole family that is going to jump in and say, okay, the month of March, we're gonna learn and see what the goal is you learn in March, and then you just keep on doing that all throughout the year. So, but if your kiddos want to get on board, they get to do the envelope. That's what I was thinking. Because if I can do this, a kid can do it. I'm telling you, I'm not crafty. I'm not crafty at all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this. So today is, you're supposed to do your complete written budget on page 8, which is this right here. So how many of y'all do budgets? I hate budgets with a passion. Me and my husband have a monthly budget meeting every month. I sometimes show up and sometimes I don't. Don't tell anybody. He has about 10 minutes worth of my time because I am pretty much ADHD, y'all. Y'all know this. You know that by my sentences, I can't keep on track with everything. I'm going to try to keep on track with this envelope I'm going to make. Okay, if you don't have kiddos at home and you're not crafty like me and you don't want to make your own envelope, just use one of those. Where is it? Oh, I put one on here. Oh, here. Just use one of these. You can just use one of those regular envelopes. But if you have a kid, I feel like this will get your kiddo just really excited, because they can design it, they can color it, they can do everything. So I'm going to try to do this, y'all. And you know what? I purposely did not practice this, but Lori told me to do a couple print a few out, because she knows how bad I am at this. Because everybody knows I'm not crafty. Everybody on the team knows I'm not crafty, y'all. So the link is above. If you have not joined Money March, you really need to. I really think that you should join it, just because it's just, I think everybody should do this. Y'all, there's no directions on this. Okay, so how am I supposed to do this? Okay, there's no directions, y'all. I don't know how I feel about this, because I don't know. Okay. Did I do this wrong? Did I print out the wrong thing? Because that wouldn't be... That would not be, like, that would be my luck. Okay, so I'm going to fold this over. I see, y'all, this is kind of easy, y'all. I think you can do this. I think you can do this, because this is easy. So, okay, so then I'm going to glue it. Okay, so that's all I did. I just folded a few. Oh, this is kind of neat, y'all. Wow. Okay, if I can do it, anybody can. Okay. Okay, somebody put a picture. I can't see the picture. My husband and I sadly don't budget. I get so confused by it. I am doing it Oh, Tina. Okay. If you don't budget, I'm telling you, I am not a budget person, but I know we need to live on a budget. There's usually a free spirit and there's usually a nerd. I am totally a free spirit. I could care less about money. I hate money, actually, but I know we have to have it to live and stuff. But I don't like doing that kind of stuff. Okay, so I'm going to use my glue stick and I'm going to glue this. So as far as budgeting, here's what's cool about budgeting. Your money controls you, but whenever you budget, you control your money. So basically what happens is right now, if you're not budgeting, you're just going out and spending money on whatever, and you're not really paying attention, and then you don't really pay attention until you have no money, and then you're like, where did it go? So budgeting is kind of saying, this is this is what I'm going to spend. Oh, I forgot to get my money out. This is what I have to spend. And once it's gone, it's gone. So that means your kiddos who's going to do this envelope, because I just did this, y'all. And if I can do y'all, this was easy. This was so easy. Oh, I know, Diane. I do. Don't you hate? I just hate that we have to have it. Okay, y'all, I did this. Y'all, I think y'all should applaud me. Can I don't know if there's an applaud emoji, but you should applaud me, because I just made an envelope, y'all. I'm kind of proud of that. So what you do is you just put your money in, your $100. And I forgot to grab my $100 and put it in here, because I'm going to try to do this this $100 budget thing. We kind of do our budget. We have envelopes that we do. We do grocery, we do restaurant, we do clothing. So we have envelopes for all of that, just like these. And then, so what you do is you can write on here the amount that you spend and then where you spent it. That way you have so this is your control. Yay! Thank y'all for the claps. I am so proud of myself, y'all. And so if you have kiddos, what their job is going to do is they're going to decorate this, because they're getting involved in this too, right? So they're going to decorate this envelope on the back. They're going to say no money march, or whatever they want to decorate. They can decorate, because they're going to get involved, because your kiddos, if they're excited and involved, they're going to help you and they're going to encourage you. They're going to be your Barnabas. They're going to be your I know, Diane, I am so crafty. I feel so crafty, y'all, right now. I do. I do. So, yes. So, there's my envelope. And like I said, if y'all don't want to, this is so, if I can do this, anybody can. I promise y'all. But, it's that easy. You can just fold it so you don't lose your money and change. I don't know if you really want to put change in this. I probably wouldn't put change in this. But definitely your bills. And just put your change in your change purse. I don't mind most of the time. Spend extra money trying to pay down debt. So, Becky, here's the thing. Whenever, that's what your daily spending expense worksheet, this is going to do that for you. This is going to help you get out of debt. The thing is, Proverbs, all throughout Proverbs says about debt, and how debt, whenever you're in debt, you're a slave to that debt. And so you're constantly working and you're never getting out, because you're either charging and you're constantly charging and you're not controlling your money. And so what the great thing about budgeting is whenever you write down, it's scary at first. My husband actually helps people budget a lot. So he'll sit down with a lot of single moms, especially. I was a single mom for many years. So y'all, if you are a single mom, I know what it's like to live. I know what it's like to have nothing. In scripture, it says, Paul says, I know what it's like to have nothing. I know what it's like to have plenty. And I feel like that as well. God is definitely, he's definitely blessed me and everything. So, but as a single mom, I had no money. I live paycheck to paycheck. I was lucky enough to put gas in my car. But whenever I went through a finance class and learned how to budget, that was scary for me, because I sat down. How many of y'all are right there? You look down and you think, how am I going to make it this month? Because I am struggling and I don't know how in the world I'm going to pay my bills, eat, and everything. And a lot of the times I noticed, even whenever my husband sits down with especially single moms, it's scary at first, because then they see everything written out and it's scary. And they're like, how in the world am I going to pay my bills? And so what he does and what we do is we just kind of say, okay, here's how much money you have to spend. Don't get overwhelmed, because finances is overwhelming. And so I'm not watching comments. We have been debt free for 2 years now. It's the most amazing feeling in the world. It really is, Cindy. But how you get out of debt is by budgeting. And y'all, if anybody is here to tell you they hate budgeting, it is me. I hate it. Ask my husband. I wish my husband was sitting here right now. He would tell you how much I just hate it. But I know it needs to be done. So what you're going to do is you're going to sit down with your husband if you are married. If you are not married, if you are a single, I would suggest you finding an accountability partner. So what you need to do is you need to find somebody who can sit down that you totally trust with y'all are going to go through your finances together, and they're going to hold you accountable. And you and your spouse are going to hold each other accountable. And what you're going to say is, okay, this is how much money we have to spend. And if we go over that, then we're not going to do whatever. And now you have to eat. So that's why you eat out of the pantry. And then if you have the $100 for this week, what you're going to do is you're going to buy things that are needs, not wants. That's a thing that people need to hear. Your kids need to hear it. Your kids can't get everything that they want. It's just the way of life. If they do, they're going to be spoiled. You don't want to spoil your kids. But the things that they need, you do get that. So you put them in envelopes. You can make a clothing envelope. You can make a entertainment envelope if you have room in your budget for entertainment. If you don't, then stop entertaining. Don't go to the movies if you don't have money. Go Amazon Prime if you have Amazon Prime. They have tons of movies on there for free. So that's the way that you can help by getting out of debt. Is this envelope system is the way to go, because once it's empty, it's empty. You can't do anything else. As far as budgeting, what you're going to do is you're going to write down everything. I would say look at your past 3 months bank statements, write down what you have spent, and that's how you're going to budget throughout the week. I would say within 30 days, you can definitely cut that, because you're going to be smarter with your finances, and you're not going to let your finances control you. You're going to control them. And so what you're going to say is, man, and we had one girl, and she precious. Oh, I love her. And she was spending like $300 a month on eating out at lunch. She was a single mom of 3 kids, and she was spending $300. We were like, make a sandwich and chips, and that's gonna save you $300. You don't have $300 to spend. And so it's just crazy. So I have found once you start paying tithes, you have more money. God changes you. You learn to be, Sally, you learn to be comfy in what you have, and really helps. Sally, that is so true. And I do believe, I believe the first thing that you should write on your budget is your tithe. I think that is the first and foremost thing. I find that the more, and you have to do it joyfully. If you do it begrudgingly, it doesn't do the same. But if you do your tithe and you give and you help others, I once watched a video where it was a precious thing where this couple got out of debt. And they were older, so they couldn't really adopt, but they wanted to help other adopt. They actually gave a couple $20,000, a $20,000 check to adopt a child. I mean, what a blessing that would be. It gives me chills just thinking of that. So these are things that you can do in everything. Yeah, Diane, that is so true. Okay, so I'm going to tell this one story, and I don't want to, I'll tell this one story. But if y'all have questions about your worksheet, y'all can do this envelope. If I can do it, me the non-craftiest person, I'm going to do another one just because I'm going to give these to my little girl. And because she's on a budget. We put her on a budget. She has a budget. Yeah, she's 11, but okay. So this story I heard once, and I know Diane, you'll like this, is, this pastor told a couple, he preached on tithe, and he said, why don't you give me your tithe check, and I won't cash it, or I'll just put it in my drawer, and then after I put it in my drawer, I'll cash it within a month. And the guy was like, sure, I mean, I can do that. And the guy was like, well, how come you can trust me, but you can't trust God with your money? Oh, that's pretty convicting, right? So, I do believe that is a way. Yes, tithing is definitely a need. Hey, Rachel, you're from Ohio. I bet y'all are cold. It is freezing here. It's 20 degrees here in Alabama. Can y'all believe it? Y'all, I'm just so proud to know how to do this. I'm just so excited I can make these envelopes. You just don't know the joy in my heart right now because I can make this envelope because it's that easy. See, we make things easy on Passionate Penny Pincher. So, yeah, Rachel, we started ours out very young. Okay, so I'm going to finish this, and then if you have any other questions, but if not, I'll probably hop off here. But as I'm making this, you need to start. I do, Sherry, I believe that. My oldest is in college now. She has to pay for her food, and I don't know if she budgets, but she does really well with her finances. But she definitely has had to learn the hard way. After her freshman year, whenever she didn't have her expense or her lunch or whatever the thing is in college. So, but she's definitely done well. Okay, so I just made another envelope. So I have 2 envelopes. I'm going to give my little one because we already have envelopes. 14 in Tennessee. Pamela, I know, isn't that crazy? It's crazy here in the South how cold it is. Okay, so your homework today, if you're not part of the Money March, please join us. It is not too late. You're just on day 2, so you haven't missed much. But you want to do, because if you join it, you get this cool budget sheet. And you definitely, and then you get, the checkout is just, checkoff is really cool. Is daily spending sheet other than, yes, it is. It's actually, it's all of your finances. You're going to write down in your budget sheet. You're going to do all of the description. It's entertainment, your personal, miscellaneous. It's going to be everything. You are probably going to have to sit down and probably spend about, I would say, an hour. Give yourself an hour, but I promise it's just like couponing. You give yourself an hour at first, but then after that, we spend about 15 minutes a month on our budget, I think. Well, that's kind of all my husband has because my attention doesn't last that long. But the first time we did it, it took like an hour. And y'all, it is not fun. It is not, but it's something you have to do. So once you sit down, you go over everything that you've spent, and then you see your monthly income, and then you can kind of see where you can cut things that you may not be able to do and everything. But it's actually fun because you're working towards a goal together. And so this actually can bring, money is like the number one reason why people divorce, but it's also a reason that you can come together. If y'all are on the same page financially, you get to work together. It's like a team. You're a team. Marriage is a team anyway. And in that team, you get to work, as you're working together, you are going towards that goal of getting out of debt. I want to get, but I get paid Friday. We are facing 80. Oh, don't say that, Sharon. I'm so jealous. 80 degrees. Okay. The incidentals get us all that. Oh, okay. So right. I actually was thinking that on the way here, on the way from dropping my little one off. Okay. So here's the thing. Whenever you decide to do this, there is going to be, everything is going to hit in the way. I'm going to do another one while I'm sitting here, so I'm not just doing anything. Whenever you decide to get out of debt, Murphy is going to come. And y'all, I'm going to tell you, there is going to be a car that breaks down. There's going to be something that bad that happens, because every time you decide that you want to get out of debt, there is no greater joy than the enemy to come in and try to say, no, you are not. Because, you know, the enemy just wants you to keep bound, and he wants you to stay bound in your finances. Because once you get out of that debt, you are free. And I think Diane had said earlier that since she's been out of debt, it's just so freeing. And I agree. And so you just know that the trials will come, but you just keep on persevering. You just keep on. Don't give up. And I promise it works out. It works out. I don't know how to explain it, but it just doesn't. Oh, Nina, I bet that is hard. I can't imagine. But you know what? There's like this cute little crock pot that he can put in his truck. And you can give him some like little meals to put in the crock pot if he has a freezer in his truck as well. And you can just give him some frozen meals. I know that somebody had said that they did that for their husband that was a trucker, one of our readers one time. And he's getting home-cooked meals, and he's not spending money. So you can actually do that. You can give him like little freezer meals, and there's a little crock pot. Nicole, I don't know if you can put in that post or put in a link for the little mini crock pots. If you give him that may help him get out of that. Ooh, somebody paid off their house. That is amazing, Judy. Yes, live like no one else, so you can give like no one else. That's exactly it. That's what Dave Ramsey says, and I completely agree. Man, I want to know who paid off their house. That's amazing. What an accomplishment. You know, that is awesome. You should, if you go on paying your house, I think you should go on a vacation. I think you should go on a really nice vacation, because that's where our money goes. We like to go on vacations. So if you have a trucker that needs hot meals, this way is better for a mini crock pot. Yeah, so that's the best thing to do. So, okay, if y'all have any other questions, don't forget to go to the link. If you have not signed up, I would love for y'all to sign up. Don't forget, there's a coupon class included in that fee. So, I mean, you're really much, and you know what? Honestly, you're paying for this, but you're going to make that back within weeks. I promise. You're going to make that back just by the first week by no money, not spending money. So if y'all have any other questions, let us know. Yeah, so Linda, it is wants versus needs. And if your kids can learn that, then that makes your life easier as well. If I could learn that, that would make my husband's life easy as well. So I say it, but you know, my husband lost his job. We paid our house off. Oh, wow. So that would be one less payment to make. Wow, Diane, that's amazing. Eileen, I'm so glad you just ordered it. I don't think you're going to be sad. I just do not think you're going to be sad. I think if you've been on the fence about ordering this or not, I think you should do it. And y'all, I'm not one that's going to, I am so cheap. I am just cheap. And I do think that this is definitely going to pay itself off. It's just like anything else. It's an investment. You're going to invest in this class so you can help get your finances. It's going to pay for itself. Okay, y'all, I hope y'all have a fabulous day. I'm going to head off here and I'm going to go run in this cold weather. And, but if y'all have any other questions, we'll be on and off. Don't forget to go to the link. Share this with somebody who, if you know that they're struggling financially, go ahead and share the link or share this video with them. Let them know that they, you know, and you encourage them. Encourage people to just help, because I promise once you can get your finances in order, it changes everything. It does. It changes the way, it just changes the way you look at things and everything, and not in a bad way, but you can help others and give, and and just I'm telling you, it's freeing. So to get out of credit card debt and car debt. My husband actually married me whenever we had a ton of debt. I had a ton of debt. He had none, and we had to work really hard to get out of that credit card debt and car debt. So and it took years, but it was a lot of hard work, but it pays off because we don't have that anymore. So if y'all have been just on the fence about doing this, I promise it's going to be worth it. I hope y'all have a great day, and thank y'all for joining. And I did the envelopes. I'm so proud.